Welcome to Off Air with Jason.
And Jason.
Wouldn't
I don't know
you
what
like that? Wouldn't you?
You know, this show would be so much better if it was Off Air with
just
Jason and Jason. And it was just me sitting across from me, and we talked about wrestling and Marvel and sports and the Miami Dolphins all day. That would be great.
Jason and Jason. And the multiverse, that's real.
There is another Jason out there, right, in the multiverse?
What? That would be cool.
But he's like tall and white.
Talks in a high voice.
And
He's just like,
he's British. he's
I like him.
Welcome to the Off-Air podcast with Jason Alicia. I'm multiversal Jason.
No, I like you better. Let's keep you.
Why did we start this?
I don't
way?
know. That's weird. Is it too late to start over?
No.
Okay.
It's all live, buddy.
So yesterday we said we'd talk about our kid visit.
Yes.
As you called it, Kizit.
Yes, our Kizit. Let's talk about our Kizit.
It was so wonderful.
It was precious.
I don't know why, because I know I'm around and I pick up my son at this school, and kids can be crazy and loud and irrational, and it's like beautiful chaos, right?
It is, yes.
So I was expecting that, and it actually was really well organized in the sense that they listened, they sat in chairs. I mean, there was moments where it was a little noisy, but it was good.
We were both nervous going into it. We talked about how nervous we were going into it.
Only because they were so young. We're used to older.
Yes.
That's the only reason.
That's the only reason. It's not because we're scared of children.
Right.
Obviously, you have two of them. You're not scared of them. But yeah, it could get... it could get just Remy's watching this at home like, Mom, you're scared of me?
Sometimes.
No, but they came here and they were so sweet and so attentive. We read a book to them, and they were paying attention the entire time, and they were engaged. They clapped afterwards, and then there were 40 plus. So we split them into two groups, and we walked them through the newsroom, and they were so quiet and kind and respectful. And they didn't get too noisy, and they weren't like touching things. There were a couple kids that saw the candy jar.
Right. Rena's candy jar.
Yes.
Man, Rena.
God bless Rena's candy jar. That's the real MVP of the newsroom.
And the Oreo section.
And
they're all right
Kevin's
by each
Oreos,
other. There's a lot of things to dip, dodge, dive, and dodge. But
And you'd think that the kids would be all over it, but they were just very respectful of everything. And they were so impressed by this job that, it takes stuff like this to renew that passion, that spark that you have, that these kids are so interested in what you do, and we really do have a really cool job.
You had older kids in your group.
Yeah.
I had like the toddlers.
Yeah.
And so they were like, light bulbs and green.
Meanwhile, I'm explaining to the other kids what a live shot is.
Right.
And you're
But
just
it's good.
Yeah.
They're inquisitive. I love how active they were. High school students visit, and it's like pulling teeth to get them to ask a question or just kind of be interactive with us. Little kids, they shot their hands up. They all had so many things to say, and some of it was like nonsensical and hilarious, and others were great questions.
Yeah, asking us about our jobs, and we were asking them what time they woke up in the morning, and one of them said 1 a.m., which is kind of
like,
ridiculous.
sometimes I bet she does.
I bet she does.
They were so cute.
And then we took them into the studio, and then the green screen is always a huge hit.
Yep.
So we took them in front of
magic.
that, and shout out to Courtney. She was great explaining the science, the weather science behind it, the green screen science behind all of that. The kids are jumping up and down and going crazy in front of the green screen. It was a good
adorable.
experience.
So shout out to Mes Amis French School. And then you were impressed with all the French.
Yes, there was a lot of French. I didn't. It was Madame Rose, so sweet.
Yes.
And she was speaking a lot of French, and I was just like...
They're fully immersed there.
That's really
It's
cool.
full on, and the kids get it. Like my son, he hated it at first because it's new, and my husband speaks French sometimes. But like when you're fully in it, and that's all it is, that's all you have to learn. And and he did, and now he's, I would say, fluent. It's pretty wild.
When it comes to that, they're not speaking any English or barely any English, right? It's basically French.
It's very bare bones because they still have to tell a kid what it is in English.
Okay.
Like you can't just be like orange and be like, you can show a picture and they'll be like, oh, that's an orange. So like visual stuff like that. But they get it quick. And kids' brains are like sponges, and it's true because I feel like that part of the brain's not kind of shut off yet.
No.
Someone explained it to me like that part of the brain is essentially like a sponge. It's soaking up so much information, and they can attain it quicker than our brains were like, no, this is how it is. This is how I was trained.
We're a dried up sponge on the kitchen sink that's kind of smelling a little bit that you don't want to really use. You kind of maybe use it to wipe the floor a little bit, but that's about it. I think it's really cool the other countries, kids learn different languages. There are kids out there in Europe that could speak 5 languages, and here we could barely speak 1. And I think it's really cool that these kids are getting that immersion in French. So they can be, we're a multicultural society. It's good to know another language so you can communicate with other people. And there's so many
kids in his class, like Madame Rose's Haitian French. So it's a different dialect than France French. And then my husband's Quebecois French. So they're learning of all the different cultures. Very cool program. Check it out if you ever want to enroll your kid. Other than that, we were talking about the Pro-Am starts today. 3M Open starts today. So today's a fun day because it doesn't really count towards the tournament that starts tomorrow. Yeah. This is celebrities golfing with pro, like Scotty Scheffler's golfing right now with Kevin O'Connell, the coach of the Vikings. And you assume he's like athletes. He's a former quarterback. They're usually good at sports. If you're good at something, you're pretty good at something else.
I would assume so.
Right?
Yeah, usually, especially football players are usually very good at golf.
I feel like golf is the sport that all the other sports pick up on the side.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you can go out there and you can have business meetings over golf, or you can hang out with your boys or your girls over golf. Yep. Like it's just one of those things that you can do. And it's easy to pick up on. Not that it's easy to play.
It's really hard to play, but anyone can swing. You might be horrible like I am.
Yeah.
But they're playing right now. Who else was? Adam Thielen.
Adam Thielen's out
Vikings.
there. Larry Fitzgerald is out there. I think there's a couple other Vikings players that are out there.
I don't know.
But yeah, Matt Boldy's out there.
Oh, Bolt. And he just did amazing in the last golf tournament he was in. I think he got 9 or 10.
Wow.
Which is incredible because he's playing with other pro golfers and he's a hockey player.
But again, he's an athlete. And there's something in terms of swinging the hockey stick and swinging the golf club. I'm assuming it's kind of the same.
Maybe. That's why your swing is really bad. I'm just kidding. So we're going tomorrow. And yesterday we had lunch and we went shopping even. We were like, what do we wear to the golf? What do we wear? Because I asked my husband, he says, you wear golf clothes. And I'm like, it's so bizarre.
You pointed this out this morning, and I think it's hilarious. I never really thought of this.
Golf clothes. So you wear golf clothes to a golf event. But imagine in any other sport doing that. You wear like full on
like a baseball uniform. Just the jersey and the pads and the cleats and everything showing up to a baseball game. You're just clapping from the stands. Okay, guys, let's go. Chewing your gum.
Can you imagine? So apparently, you wear golf clothes to a golf event.
Yeah.
Even if you're not playing.
So are we talking shorts? Can I do shorts? I feel like I can't wear shorts.
Do you have any funny looking pants? Golfers wear funny pants sometimes.
I don't have any funny pants. I have these bright red pants, but I feel like I don't want to be too much of a distraction. I don't want to be Blaine.
Scotty Scheffler is like, whoa, look at those red pants.
Mid-swing, and he looks over and he sees me in my red pants, and he's just like, whoa, and he slices
it. And he biffs it and loses out on the $10 million.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not going to be blamed for that. No, I don't want that on my conscience.
It was that one man on hole 7.
The man in the red pants. Damn you. I said damn again. I feel like I need to stop saying that.
Beep. So we'll figure out what to wear.
Sure, yeah.
Wear the red pants.
Can I wear just a regular?
That's the logo of 3M. Red. Red is their color.
I guess I could pull that off, maybe, if it's.
You can pull anything off.
Can I wear just a regular polo? I have like a regular polo, like a polo brand polo. Is that allowed?
Other polo? Oh, you mean like a non-golf polo?
No, like a polo, like it has the polo logo on it.
The little guy on the horse.
Yes. Different sport. I know, but can I wear that? Or
yes, they're not going to turn you away.
Okay, I didn't know.
That is a polo.
You are wearing the wrong shirt for the wrong sport, and they slap me with their white golfing gloves.
White golf gloves.
Out.
Yeah, wear that.
Okay. So I don't need to go out and buy anything then?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, so I'm going to wear bright red pants.
Although pants, it's hot.
Oh, my God.
Cut them off. Make a statement piece.
Bright red shorts.
Homemade cutoffs.
I'm looking forward to this so much tomorrow. I back in Florida when I worked. If you didn't know, I'm from Florida. I never talk about it.
Oh, you're from Florida?
Yeah, from Miami.
That explains so much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I covered the Honda Classic down there. It was a big golf tournament. I don't even think it exists anymore.
I think it might.
The Honda Classic? I don't know if it does. I think they call it something else now.
Now it's a Toyota Classic?
It's the Volkswagen Classic. I don't know. But it used to attract big golfers. Tiger played in it a couple of times back in his heyday. I know things are different for him now, but back in his heyday, Tiger was playing it. I got to cover it a couple of times. I never actually got to watch, but I got to get out there and I got to do stories and talk about the food options and the drink options. And there's something so elevated about golf and the way they do things. I'm fully expecting the food options tomorrow to be great and the drink options. And I'm just expecting a fun time. It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. She did say, okay, well, I didn't realize it's just like any event really, but she said you could bring your own chair.
Yeah.
Which is so cool.
In a bag, right? Like one of those bag zip-up folding chairs?
So a folding chair, but you still have to bring like a clear bag if you're bringing a purse or whatever, a man bag. But it has to be clear. I was surprised about the folding chair,
bottle,
though.
too.
And an empty water bottle. They have fill-up stations. But it's great because kids 15 and under are free, which is so cool because that's so rare. And they have all these fun little, in the fan zone, all these fun things. You can go work on your swing, color a golf ball.
Yeah.
Like all these great events.
So when we get there, you move from hole to hole with the golfer, right?
You can follow along or you can stay put.
What is our plan? So
I don't
know.
That's what's funny. So the last thing I went to was the Ryder Cup. And the Ryder Cup's a party. Like people are loud and drinking beers. Like it's not like the typical lovely shot. That was a lovely shot by Scotty.
No, it's lit.
It's
lit.
Oh, what's that?
No, it's lit. It's lit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
It's lit.
Yep. We can't yell that though at the 3
As somebody swinging.
I think it's more like
okay, respectful golf claps.
Yeah, respectful.
Indubitably.
Lovely backswing there.
Okay.
So I don't know what to expect, but I assume we'll sit for a bit and then we'll walk a bit.
Okay, I'm leaving it up to you and your husband. I'm just kind of following your lead.
I'm gonna follow my husband. He's gonna be so embarrassed of us. He loves golf. He's the one that teaches me golf etiquette. Like you don't step on someone's line when they're putting, and you gotta like back off when people, like you can't be walking around when people's putting.
There's so many rules.
Don't talk during someone's backswing.
Okay, so I have to be quiet as. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nick will give us looks.
Okay.
Like,
he's gonna be so
he's
embarrassed.
Such a nice
by us.
guy. He doesn't do that.
No,
but he'll tell us.
Okay.
He'll put us in our place.
Well, now I'm nervous. I don't want to embarrass him.
No, it's fine. We'll be fine.
Okay, sure, if you say so.
I don't know. I've never done this before. I went to the rowdy golf ones. That's the one I fit into those.
Yeah,
ones,
where you can scream and yell obscenities and curse if somebody's on their backswing.
Let's just bring Post-its. 3M. Be like, go, Scotty.
Can we bring like WWE, how you bring poster boards and you hold them up and signs?
No, I don't think so.
No?
They have a Quiet Please guy that holds that up.
Okay. Oh, I do. I did a story on that guy once at the Honda Classic, the Quiet
Oh,
Please.
you did?
Yeah. It's a really good story.
Well, it was the irony that he's really loud usually.
Yeah, he was really friendly and kind, but like when it comes to people being quiet, you got to be quiet.
It's a paddle for a reason.
They will kick you out and then beat you with the
don't
paddle.
beat you with the paddle.
No, they won't do that.
Oh, there's no beatings.
We don't believe in corporal punishment.
But no, so tune in. Wait, I won't be here. I'm going to be gone. I'm going on vacation after tomorrow.
She's going golfing tomorrow or going to the golf tournament and then she's peacing out for like
Quebec.
a week.
I'm going to Quebec.
Do they even have golf there?
Yes, they love. Well, we're bringing our clubs.
Okay.
I'm bringing one and Nick's bringing his.
Well, it should be fun. I'm excited to go with you tomorrow and we'll talk about it without you on Friday morning.
Oh, good. It'll be a lot of fun. Well, that's a wrap from us. Thanks for watching Off Air with Jason Alicia.